Hey guys, Grumpy here with episode 2 of our Zero to Hero series. In the previous episode, we were just getting started. We went through kind of like the introduction of things, what I like to do at the very start. So you saw me adjust the bar of skills. We looked for frigates and freighters, things that we can get. We didn't find any freighters, but we did find a couple good frigates. Also, we did 2 trades. So we sold the heavy armaments to Umbra, and then we traded the Marines from Umbra over to Epiphany. So now if we jump into the game, we can load up our Mercury God campaign. It's an awesome name. And we'll do the same thing that we did on Umbra in the previous video. We'll go to here, trade goods, colony info, and then look at its excess supplies. So it looks like it has excess crew and excess ore, but it doesn't really have any other excess goods. And we can't see the market, unfortunately, because there's no comm relay in this system. If we hit tab, it's too what are these called? I forget what the name of these are, but they're makeshift nav buoy and makeshift sensor array. I forget what the name of these group of things are called, but they don't have a comm relay. If we look at something like Kamari Kandom, there's a comm relay here which allows them to broadcast through hyperspace to other systems. So because this system lacks one, you can't check prices. You also can't receive missions while you're in here, so it's something to be aware of. Alright. So on the previous episode, I believe we purchased 2. Yeah, it looks like we purchased a couple of mod specs because there are none here. Okay, interesting. Let's purchase a little fuel so we can get out of the system, and then let's just head somewhere else. We could buy crew for 20, but that's not really a good rate when you can buy it for half the price at Umbra. We need just enough fuel to get to the next system, which it looks like we actually don't need to buy fuel. We could just head over to Magic. Actually, before we go, let's visit the bar and see if we can't find a mission. No, he wants to sell security codes. We're not interested in this. Alright. So let's head over to Magic and then see what we can get into. Okay. And for making a profitable trade between Umbra and Epiphany, we got a little bit of experience. Interesting. Let's go ahead and take this fight. I really want the brawler, and it would be nice to get a brawler without having to buy one. Okay, so we'll go ahead and pursue them, and we'll take them into the action. Again, we'll deploy ourselves to really encourage them to stay and fight, though I think the enemy is more interested in running. Oh, wow. Interesting. He decided to tank that. Okay. So there we're using the sabos to do shield damage, and of course the brawler is going to get away. There we used our sabos for shield damage, we overloaded him, and then we followed up with the mining blaster, which does energy damage. Okay. Ooh. Critical malfunction, you say? So the brawler has a little bit bigger shield than the kite, so we're gonna begin to flux him up using our mining blaster. Once you get to about 40% or 50%, then we can use our sabos to go ahead and overload him. Okay, so he's about 40%. We can overload him now. Then we'll drop our shield so that we're venting our hard flux. And then a couple good shots should be enough to take him down. Oh. No. It looks like he might get away, actually. That's okay, though. And unfortunately, we're out of sabos. We use one too many versus the kite. Okay, he's overloaded. And one last shot to take him out. Let's go ahead and claim victory. We'd have to spend a story point for this, and it's not really worth it. So we'll go ahead and cancel and just hit continue. And we can hope a debris cloud forms. And if there's a debris cloud, then we may be able to recover, and it does not look like it. Okay. Oh, we're in hyperspace. I don't know when that happened. I thought for some reason we were still in Epiphany. Okay, let's head over to Nova Maxios and see who we can talk to at the bar. Sometimes I like to guide myself based on the jobs, the missions, supplies, the jobs and missions that appear in the bar. Approach the sinister looking woman in the booth. Would like for us to work together. Yeah, you can't fulfill this mission. For this you need a colony, and that's not gonna work out. We won't have a colony for a while. Let's go ahead and trade goods. Let's check the colony info. You have an organics deficit and a domestic good deficit. Not really profitable. We could do this trade. It's not really gonna work out. But I do see you have a marine deficit. How much are you willing to pay for marines? 320. That's okay, but that's nothing spectacular. We can go ahead. Well, we'll buy expanded missile racks here. Accelerated shields. But we can go ahead and do that loop again where we purchase marines from Umbra and then sell them off. I'm also purchasing a couple of nice weapon systems. So the Harpoon MRM. I think that's about it actually. We'll buy Aug Drive Field and Stabilized Shields. We'll buy a couple of supplies. These are for personal use, not for trading. And then we'll max out on fuel. And then we'll head to Umbra and we'll buy more crew and some more marines. I don't know if I'll sell the marines to Nova Maxios, but selling off marines to Epiphany and Chalcedon is going to be very profitable. Okay. Alright. Oh, let's check for freighters. Looks like they have a strike. I have a salvage rig. No buffaloes on the black market. Any buffaloes? Oh, they have an omen. We'll go ahead and purchase that omen. Even with our limited credit situation, the omen's definitely going to be worth it. Even with all its D mods. Alright, then let's buy a little crew. And let's go ahead and refit the omen. Now, the omen I talked about in my CQC guide. It has the special ability EMP emitter. It is a phenomenal ability at mitigating fighters, missiles, all the like junk that normally your PD would take care of. This will do it for you. A very powerful ship, a boon on the battlefield for sure. We'll go ahead and give you Harpoon MRM. For us, we need to add in expanded missile racks, so we'll go ahead and clear some space. For expanded missile racks, looks like we need one less there. We'll go 4 and 10. And you 100% need expanded missile racks. But it looks like you'll have to forego hardened subsystems. Unless we get rid of safety overrides. Which on a vigilance, I think we will. I think we'll go get rid of safety overrides. And instead, we'll give you heavy armor, expanded missile racks, and armored weapon mounts. Okay. There's not much we can do here. Not much we can do there either. Okay, and this is a little rough. Alright, let's give you expanded missile racks, safety overrides, and hardened subsystems. Your flux dissipation is already well above your weapon flux per second or your shield flux per second, and you have a decent amount of flux capacity to start with. So I'm not particularly interested, or yeah, interested in investing in that. We can go ahead and do something like that. Let's visit the bar. We already did that, and then let's repair our ships. And let's head out for Asconia to buy more marines and do another loop. So trade can be very beneficial in the early game. First off, you get to go to a lot of different planets, so you see a lot of different markets, opportunities to buy things. And two, it just familiarizes yourself with like the situation that's going on in the core worlds. Okay, fuel, interesting. Fuel and metals. Ooh. I believe this is a pirate fleet. Let's check intel and let's check bounties. Also, I'm gonna press the W key, so show fuel range, so that we know how much fuel that we have to go. And under the bounties, there are no systems. There's no bounty in Asconia, so we won't get any benefit for fighting pirates besides the resources that we get from combat. Corvus, or the hedge is willing to pay 1,600 in Corvus per pirate, 1,000 in Galatia, and the Persians looks like they're willing to pay 1,800 in Thule. Let's buy the Marines, and then I think we'll head over to Thule and go fight some pirates and make a little cash. Alright, we'll jump in, take our transponder off. That's unfortunate. That Lions Guard patrol is gonna come inspect us. And we are gonna get a penalty since we don't have a transponder on. Okay, well, nothing we can really do about that. We are faster than him though, by a lot actually. So we'll just turn our transponder off as we head over to Umbra, and he should stop giving chase after a while. Nice. Okay. Let's go ahead and look at the booth, see who we can talk to. 10,020 Marines? No. Can't afford it, unfortunately. Let's go ahead and buy Marines. It's gonna cost us 18k. Okay, how much can we get? Not many. We can get 25? 20. Alright, let's go ahead and sell some supplies. Same thing we did last time. Brings us down to 30 supply a day. But this does mean that we can get a couple more Marines. Looks like we can get more than a couple. Okay. So it looks like we can get about 70 Marines. That's fine. And oh, you're willing to buy machinery, so we can buy 2 more Marines. Let's buy another 2, so that brings us up to 75. And the rest will max out on crew. And I don't think we need any fuel, especially when it costs so much. So let's buy a Sabo, and I think that's it. Actually, that's about all we can afford. And then let's head over to Epiphany, sell this off, and then we'll head over to Thule and do some more fighting. Oh, hello, Lions Guard. Let's just see if we can go around them and make it back to the fringe jump point. And it looks like we can. Ooh. Oh. Thought we'd have an opportunity for a little more combat. Alright. Let's go ahead and jump out. And head on back. Alright. I believe they were willing to pay the most. For some reason I always hit that button. Yep. So they're still willing to pay about 500 per marine. Obviously goes down the more you have. Cool. Okay. They do still have a deficit, so we still can take advantage of that, but I think we're okay for now. What else do you have a shortage of? A couple things, but nothing in particular. Like fuel for 35 isn't really worth it. Recreational drugs for 350, not really worth it. And no particular weapon systems that I'm interested in. We'll take one Typhoon Reaper launcher, one burst PD, and that's about it. We'll buy expanded deck crew because it can repeat. We'll just go ahead and learn it. And then let's head over to Thule and start fighting some pirates. I think the time has come. With well, 3 combat ships really, and out of those, really only 2. I think we are big enough that we can take down some pretty serious fleets. I am on the lookout for one key ship, that being the monitor. If we do find a monitor, that would help us out pretty drastically. Alright, we're going to turn our transponder on for this, and we're going to join this fight. It's not for our benefit. It's one, we want the LP Brawler, and 2, we'll get a faction boost with the Independents. We'll get a relationship boost with the Independents. Alright, let's go ahead and hit continue. I'll just deploy myself in the Omen. I don't particularly think we need anybody. If things get tough, then we'll bring in the Vigilance and the Shepherd. But just us 2 will probably be more than enough to turn the tide of this battle. Assuming that you guys make it for more than a second. Let's go ahead and start with the Hound. Okay. Here you see the AI making a tough decision between having its shields up and taking the mining blaster to the face. Alright, we're gonna wait until his special ability wears off, which it just did. And we're gonna go ahead, same way we did last time, get his flux up to at least 40%. Here, you can help him out with that. Get his flux up to about 40% and then finish him off with the Sabos. Okay. And that should be plenty. So let's go ahead and pause, switch over to Mining Blaster, and then just wait. Oh, a fate that I'm all too familiar with, dying to hammer. But not hammer, but harpoons. We'll speed this up with some sabos, since we have plenty to spare. There will survive, and it looks like everybody else retreated. That's fine. We will join the pursuit here, and we'll take a minute of the action, and I'll just deploy myself. Don't worry, I got your back. Here, a couple of sabos. And we'll claim victory. Consider ship recovery. Again, the brawler is just out of reach, being in the difficult recovery section. So go ahead and continue. We lose reputation with the path. We gain 5 reputation with the independence, and we get a bit of credits for our fight. Alright. And we also get 10,000 experience for that. Ooh, 17,000 experience. Oh, that's from profitable trades. Okay. Let's go ahead and turn off our transponder and continue our destination to Thule, where we will probably face plenty other fights. Like these in hyperspace. Oh. No, you're not pirates. You're just a smuggler. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and jump in. We'll turn our transponder on, and let's see if we can't find some pirates to fight. Pirates, for the most part, are going to be near either planets, jump points, or their orbital station, if they happen to have an orbital station in that area. So let's be careful in our approach. Yep. That's exactly why. Alright. It looks like, unfortunately, they're engaging with the station. I'd rather not, so we're just gonna wait for them to break off and see if somebody can join us. I think I saw a pirate fleet go back that way. Oh my goodness. That's something that you don't have to worry about when your fleet gets larger. You'll be able to, your actual ring that your fleet has will grow in size, making maneuvering to catch smaller fleets less necessary. Oh my goodness. Nobody wants to fight me. So we'll just order the second in command to handle it. No need to do another pursuit phase. We've seen this already. And I'll deploy 3 ships. Okay. We got the majority of them. We'll go ahead and grab the supplies. We'll leave behind the metal. I talked about why. Alright. Should have another opportunity here. Pursue them. Second in command. This time we'll use our non-combat ships. Oh, they got the job done anyway. Alright. We will recover this hound. Not because we need it, but because it has an assault chain gun and we can strip it to get that assault chain gun. Alright, so we got fuel for the fight. Let's head over to fleet, refit, strip, and then go back to the fleet, and then we can scuttle it. And we'll get a little bit of supply of fuel and heavy machinery for it. Not much though. Cool. And that didn't cost us anything. Alright. Looks like there's a debris field here. You can go ahead and scan it. And here we have another hound. I'm not interested in the hound, so we can go ahead and begin salvaging operations. Nice. We got a little bit of heavy machinery, supplies, all the things the growing fleet needs. Okay. I'm not really interested in helping out with fighting a pirate base. Alright, anybody else? No, I don't think so, but we do need supplies, so let's head over here to Elfeld. Turn off our transponder and then go ahead and make some trades. Looks like they have shield strength for sale and advanced turret gyros, so we'll buy all of these. And then we'll go ahead and buy, let's say 60 supply. Any particular system I'm interested in? Not really. Okay. Doesn't look like there's much going on in the system. I don't see a lot of pirates. So we'll go ahead and what do you have? A Wayfarer? We'll go ahead and head out. I think we'll just head into hyperspace and see if we get lucky. See if we can find like a decent convoy to fight. Because one, I would like nice loot so that I can sell it off. But two, we need character experience so we can go ahead and get transverse jump. Not being able to jump in and out of sectors is really proven difficult. Nope, I think I saw a pirate flash. No, I'm seeing things. Okay. Hmm. Who are you? Return to Elm with harvested organs. So we will take this fight. It's nothing particularly special. We're probably not going to get a lot out of it. But we do have an opportunity to get a buffalo from this fight, which I think makes it worth it. And for what it's worth, harvested organs do tend to sell for a lot. They're one of the more expensive commodities that gets traded in Starsector. So let's see if we can't intercept them. Go around the storm. Alright. And also, it looks like we have an opportunity to get some decent weaponry from this, at least from the Enforcer. Alright, so let's move into engage. Say continue. I'll deploy myself in the Omen. I'll also bring in the Vigilance in just a second. Not at the very start of combat. Not until we can thin the herd here. Alright. We'll zoom in. Okay. I'll tell my Omen. Do you have a shield? You don't. I'll tell my Omen to aggressively attack that target. And we'll bring in the Vigilance now, since none of these ships besides the Enforcer have shields. The Vigilance's Harpoon MRM is really going to do a lot of damage to these units. We can go ahead and press R. And like I talked about in the energy guide, you really want to target these gray areas on the ship. So when I line up a shot, I really want to line up the shot from where I just impacted him. It's a little harder to do with these smaller frigates, but on a bigger target, it's not impossible. Alright, so we want to find his gray spot. Go ahead and land a nice clean shot on him. One more shot. Oh, I thought that would do it for sure. Okay. Nice. Double kill from the Omen. You love to see it. And then let's go ahead and give a eliminate order for the Omen to stay to the Enforcer. And what the Omen should do is it should start disabling its weapon systems, making it that less scary of a target. And what we can do, okay, I don't think we'll get his shield. Oh, we did. Looks like we might have another opportunity to get a shield. Nice. We overload him. Not really necessary. Cool. But it is nice to overload your target when you can, so you don't have to worry about any retaliation. And there you saw the Harpoon MRMs doing a wonderful job of doing that high explosive damage. We'll pursue the Buffalo. I can handle this on my own. So I'll deploy myself. And then we'll check our rewards after this fight. go ahead and open up with our sabos. And then we want to keep hitting them in that gray spot to really maximize our damage. For example, if I hit him up here, we only did half damage because most of that damage got absorbed by the little bit of armor that the buffalo has. Our chances of recovering the buffalo do not look well. Yeah. It was destroyed. Alright, let's go and pick through the wreckage. 214 harvested organs is really good. That'll be profitable somewhere. A little bit of supplies, a little fuel for our trouble. Cool. And with that, we get level 2. We can go ahead and pick up transverse or navigation, which is going to unlock the ability transverse jump. Alright. And I think that's what we'll call this episode. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. We're going to continue our series. We're going to head over to I'm not actually sure we're going to head over to. Let's just look for another convoy in hyperspace. But other than that, hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Grumpy out.